Chaos is seen as something Satan or Lucifer brings the message from, but the Satanists may reach unto it through anti-cosmic and misanthropic activity. Iblis may be seen as all three, and a Satanist may directly worship him as a means of trying to master the Shayateen min al Jinn. Naama, pleasant, and Nahama, disquieting, might not be the same to some, but they are certainly as the same when to small, whose other wives are Agrat, Bat, Machlat, rewarding daughter of frivolity, Lilit, marked by night, and Machalat, working song. Some say son of Noah, ritualized murder against fairer-skinned people, and both cannibals using symbols and symbolic food, and the racial violence against whites in America can be said to take part in this spirit. Naama is also worshipped by smoking divination. A pot with certain harmless items is cooked and buried with a doll in ritual poisoning. A poppet is also pierced by candlelight in summoning and more general attempts to cause ritual death. With candle magic and that worked into the remains, people place the remains where others may tread in attempts to control them. Blood of animals and hiding graven images treated as representatives of others may be used to try to keep them away. Asha'Shedim's sect of Angramenu used a ritual of the inner flame, but it was adapted 4 years ago. I don't know how it compares, but it is done once without hope of repentance. While alone, with the numbers 218, 777, ritual formulas and symbols to curse a place where he slept and set forth a record as a sort of initiate. Chawiath, fillet of missing the target, is seen as Azarate, but Azaroth, a specific time of digging out, has real meaning, which might not be why it was picked to represent the 218 current. All we need to follow something, but which side, and do we identify with the body? A Satanist may see himself in line with the Davanam Davo, chief of demons, which is Angra Mainyu, destructive spirit, and his agent, Gnog Manog, stinking body, and the archdemons, Akamana, evil thought, Indar, stifling, Na'on Haithya, discontent, Sarva, oppression, Ta'urvia, destruction, Sa'ure, poison, and Ashma, wrath and disobedience, or some other hierarchy that connects to the energy, memory, and legacy of the void in real world and psychological evil by ascending the themes of the shells of the other side. We may be fully able to grasp the choice between the likeness of the good and evil trees that we find mentioned in Al-Quran, Surah 14, 27 through 24. Well, 24 through 27. After an experience during an earthquake, I have concluded that Baphomet is a species of usually unperceived beings that don't need worshipped with masturbation and blood to be present. Lilith is seen in dominant, rebellious, and predatory roles, but the forms taken on are not always negative. Ahriman is seen as a god of intoxication around the fire, and the harsh roles of those in its side are regarded for identifying with for identifying with beyond this body and survival. Sorry, I've got to correct myself a little bit here. Luciferianism is seen as a path to illumination beyond the self and to live in a superior way with what we have. Lilith is not a being that likes to be alone, but is about detachment from the young and beautiful. What is witchcraft without satanic pacts? Do Satanists need rituals, or is it enough for them to hear the like of such as Muhammad ibn Abdullah saying, Satan runs through the blood? Abu Dawood narration, I don't remember the number. Something that ends with a 4, I think, but that doesn't narrow it down too much. And decide to take the side of the demons. Qayin as a model of accomplishment, and the red and blackish appearances of blood, or what it is as. A Satanist might get into a series of propaganda behavior violations and such that those with a misanthropic character might play out differently, but the layout of abstraction is much the same in its possibilities. It is more about effect in people and society than just forms or criminal and perverse war of Drex, or filthy ones and mundanes. In the Lilin Society, Grimorium and the Black Pulpit is taken from its Christian and Jewish exorcist context. Witchcraft can be ritually forming alliances or more obvious forms of worship. Lucifer, Beelzebub, and Astaroth over Europe and Asia with Satanakia and Agaliorap, Africa and Australia with Turkamaka and Florute, and the Americas, Arctic and the Antarctic with Sagatan, Nesperos, are given and as Syrak over Klaunik, Musisin, Bakaud, Firmast, Klepoth, Kill, Mersilde, Clistert, Circade, Segal, Hikpath, Hamats, Frukasira, Guland, Sergat, Moril, Frutamira, Huikte Garas are the lesser spirits, one could say. The chiefs over the other 50 or 41 under Satanakia and Satanakia are Sergupta, Haramal, Trimasal, and Sustugriel. 7 other important demons are Proculo, Aristum, Brulfer, Cognone, Aglasis, Sidrag Awesome, Minasan, and Buchan. The methods section of the book mentions Chavajoth, Sitra Atra, Qayin, and non-human demons in the place of what might be renouncing evil or worshipping like a Christian in other grimoires, but many of the items and tools are about the same. G233, connected to a Martian sacrifice knife, is most interesting. I see 233 on a channel name, so the Satanist generally seeks their own power and is more likely to love those he perceives himself as working with, rather than fearful disempowerment. Luluva, Lilith, Uriel, Gomert, Kaloeth, Melchial, Bareskos, Dragne, Terle, Erle, Balthazar, Erle, Milkeor, Gaspard, and sympathetic correspondences find a more prominent place in the rare and surprising magical secrets section. This is, this and the Goetia are basically edited, and pretty standard. One of the things that we're, I'm not listing out, I'm not sharing all the spells and stuff in this book. I've hinted at some of the meanings, but sympathetic correspondence find a more prominent place in the rare and surprising magical secret section. There can be said to be more to it, but otherwise the forms are standard to the variants of these two grimoires and the next. Asha'Shedim puts forth his tarot and zodiac correspondences for the Goetia based on the age of Aries, but I would like to say the sequence ends with the 10 of Cups and 71 and 72, beginning to overlap with number 73, with the 2 of Cups and numbers 1 and 2 of the Goetia. He places some more criminal and Gnostic attributes to the 72 chiefs, most notably number 1 liking the sounds of the dying, number 25 being a suicide bomber, 44 taking away knowledge, number 55 resembling a man with skin disease, number 58 having a lesbian orgy. Or is it 68? Belial, 68, I believe. And number 70, raining blood from the sky, leaving aside the full descriptions of any and signs. I refer you to the Lizuvama chants and okay, lesbian orgy is with number 68. Yeah, I got that right the first time. Asha'Shedim and those of his group, no, they are not the same as other orders, but represent development from them and personal choices of social and other structures with the same dark spiritual nature. The alliances are much more numerous than official membership, but perhaps the defunct LILINSOCIETY.com wasn't the only reliable path to membership. Either way, it isn't the gang or terrorist organization some might have hoped for, and I don't have enough time to go through the chants, but let's try to do something random. Zam Izm Pavazm Vahgaz Ilmerks Pavbanlam Zaztav Vavgaz Ormzm Vizgal Havxliv Orzix Xbanvam Kavwazm
Ubzm, Gvwazm, Avivmaz, Zmz, Pzbenvm, Wavhaz, Zvya, Vabzm, Vazm, Divzu, Pzbenvm, Slzgngas, Gzhaz, Havmazm, Pzbenvm, Zmvya, Wavbzm, Tvmvm, Vahmaz, Haglulah, Vizgil, Urizx, Ufivz, Vam, Lam, Gzhaz, Zmvya, Vambohkaz, Zaztav, Zah, Szavmagar, Qavwazm, Havksliv, Urzx, Gumkazm, Gzhaz, Avaz, Qavwazm, Zm, Zbve, Gaf, Urzx, Ivmrx,